Good day my little robins, it's me Beth. Another week has passed, which means you get another video from me here on this channel. If you haven't already read the title, on Friday the 28th of February I went to Manchester Academy to see Beartooth on their Disease UK leg of that tour, and oh my god, if you're interested in my thoughts and opinions on the night then keep on watching, but not before you click like, tap subscribe and click that bell to be notified of when I upload on this channel. Enough rambling, let's just dive straight into Beartooth. I'm just going to be upfront and honest with you guys. When I bought this ticket, I bought it mainly because I like the AMITY Affliction, whereas my friend Kate, who I went with, she was there to see Beartooth. So, you know, I'm being upfront, I'm being honest. We'll get to the support acts, you know, later, but for now we're going to talk about Beartooth. This was my first time seeing Beartooth live, and holy hell, these guys were amazing. For me personally, I felt like they came more alive on stage than how it translated on the album. Because for me, when I listened to the album, I was like, yeah, this is Beartooth. And then I heard the songs live and I was like, what the hell, this is like a whole other side to Beartooth. So yeah, this is a band that sounds better live than on the album. That can happen for quite a few bands, do not, you know, come for me in the comments. Caleb's vocals were pretty much second to none, and the way like he interacted with the rest of the band and the audience had me really excited, you know, to finally see these guys live. They've been on my bucket list for a long time. Instrument-wise, Beartooth know their sound and they know the lane they're going down, and they pretty much got through each song, you know, with grace and intensity. Yeah, not very often you can say that about a band, that they have grace and intensity, but Beartooth, they kind of like mesh the two together, and you know, next time Beartooth, you know, do a headline tour with or without the support that I like, I'm definitely going to be seeing these guys live again because, amazing. Now onto the set list. Beartooth have 3 albums: Disease, Aggressive and Disgusting, and they got the balance right when juggling, you know, between new and old songs. Yes, it was the Disease tour, but for me, I actually found the songs from like Aggressive and Disgusting had more of an impact, especially when you put the whole package together. Beartooth were telling a story start to finish, and you know, it kind of, you know, got the audience like in like a nice flow, it got us going. Some bands, when they like release a set list and like you hear the songs, they can kind of be a little bit disjointed, like they've just thrown songs on willy-nilly. And that can take you out of like a gig, that can take you out of the experience. But Beartooth, they got the balance right, and yes. If I had to pick, you know, a couple or like 3 or 4 standout songs, for me personally, it would be Enemy, there's my finger, it would be Enemy, Hated and Aggressive. Beartooth are a band who have been known to tackle, you know, quite intense situations in the past, and you know, with the right balance of, you know, like anger and softness, it allows like the listener, and in this case when I was like watching the guys live, it took me on a journey. It allowed me, you know, to go like through the motions along with the band, and personally for me that can make or break a gig. You know, if I'm not in the moment, if I'm not feeling what the band's giving back to me, but Beartooth, yep, they know what the audience wants. Onto the support bands. Now I really can't say much about Higher Power. Quite frankly, I can't say anything about them because while they were on, I was still in the pub. But once I got home, I did listen to like a few of their songs over the weekend, and you know what, next time if they're, you know, supporting, I might actually get there early and see their set. I wasn't so sold on them because I'd heard mixed opinions, but you know, Higher Power in the future I hope to give a second chance to. Now onto the AMITY Affliction. Even though these guys were a support band, they put on one hell of a, like an energetic show. You know, it was kind of a little bit all over the place at times, but that is the AMITY Affliction, you know. They come out swinging, and yes, I did buy my ticket primarily because I love these guys, and it felt like they were testing the waters with some of their new songs, potentially for, you know, fingers crossed, a future headline UK tour, because the crowd seemed to be really digging the new material along with, you know, some of the older songs. Some of my standout songs were All My Friends Are Dead, Open Letter and Coffin. AMITY Affliction. These guys never disappoint, except, as I've said, I bought my ticket to see these guys. But as they were performing, it felt like through certain songs they were like rushing themselves. They weren't taking the time to appreciate being there, being with the audience. It just, some songs felt rushed and it kind of took me out. So for that, I'm going to have to say that out of the 2 bands that I did see, out of the 3, AMITY Affliction and Beartooth, I would say Beartooth had the better set. And yes, they're the headline, but AMITY Affliction, they were there, but they weren't all there, and it like saddens me, but that doesn't mean I won't see these guys again in the future. But comparing them, Beartooth were on a whole other plane to the AMITY Affliction. The overall night was great. I'm only like a few gigs into 2020, and already, you know, it's shaping up to going to be really hard to pick like at least one favourite come the end of the year. You know, Beartooth, it's up there, but you know, it's only the end of February. So it's end of February going into March. There are a lot more gigs coming. There's a lot more music I'm going to listen to. But yeah, if you get a chance, you know, to see these guys live, be it if it's just them headlining, go see them. If you like the AMITY Affliction, go see these guys. I didn't see Higher Power, but I've heard, now I've listened to them, give them a chance, because you don't want to miss out like I missed out. In the comments below, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions, you know, on the band, the tour. Have you seen like Beartooth live? Have you seen the AMITY Affliction? Have you seen Higher Power? You know, the comments is the place to go to start a conversation. That was a little bit of word vomit on my behalf. Oh yes, I love hearing your guys' opinions, and trust me, some of you guys have opinions. Let's just wrap up this video. At the end, you can check out, you know, my last 2 videos or playlist, depending on what mood I'm in when I'm editing this. But I would love, you know, to click like to show me some love, you know, subscribe, tap the bell, pretty much all the mumbo jumbo I like spieled or spewed at the start of this video. 2020 definitely for me seems like bands are pulling out like all the stops and like going in for like the kill when it comes to like tour and tour production. So yeah, let's see where 2020 goes. Until next time, I'm Beth. Goodbye.